Hey everyone, Rune again, back with another guide for flawlessly soloing Crota's End, this time as a Titan. Before we start, here's what you want to be running. You start off the run on Striker. We'll be using Lightning Grenades, Increased Height, Aftermath, Amplify, Titan Codex 2, Headstrong, Titan Codex 6, and Unstoppable. After that, we'll swap on to Defender, and we'll be running Magnetic Grenades, Increased Control, Weapons of Light, Unbreakable, Titan Codex 1, Bastion, Titan Codex 4, and Illuminated. If you see my other videos, and if you haven't yet, please do it. You should know the drill. We'll be running a Scout Rifle, Solar Sniper Rifle, Full Auto Shotgun, and we'll be needing Sleeper Simulant and Dragon's Breath. In terms of armor, we'll definitely need Helm of Saint 14 for when we switch on to Defender, but other than that, you can run whatever you want up to then. Twilight Garrison is a huge plus if you have it, but it's not necessary for this run. That done said, we can start it up and get into it. If you haven't seen my two videos yet, like I just said, please do check them out. They're much more in-depth and comprehensive than this guide will be. And they're also wonderful reference material for what I'll be doing. Running Titan is probably the easiest way, in my opinion, to get Flawless Raider. Weapons of Light, if you want to run the whole way through, makes it extremely easy just to do damage. And if you feel, less comfortable using that, you can run Blessings. Blessings also helps out keeping you alive. There's also a nice strat I'll show off later for a quicker kill on Crota that eliminates a lot of the needing to get 3 hits in. So the reason we maxed out our agility and have increased height on is solely so we can skip the majority of this maze portion, the stills here. We need, for whatever reason, increased height on as opposed to increased control to get up to the top of this little edge up top there. But if you jump when Weight of Darkness is 0, you can hop up just enough time to get to the very top. You have to be sprinting and jump just as it reaches from Weight of Darkness 1 to 0 in order to make that, but it's fairly simple to do it. So we'll just walk straight. If you have your brightness too low and you can't really see, you can use your ghost to go ahead and it'll kind of ping. You can see the corners right there. But once you see this corner, you will turn. And we've skipped about 3/4 of the maze right there. So this is the 4th to last lamp, I believe, if my counting's right. But we can just stand by this rock right here, and our Weight of Darkness will seep off through this rock to the lamp. And as long as we don't shoot or do anything, the knight that's around the corner won't hear us or do anything. So we can just walk right past him right there. If you've seen my Warlock video, you can see that that jump is so much easier on a Titan than it is on a Warlock. That's one of the reasons why running Titan to get your Flawless Raider is, in my opinion, the best way to do it. You don't get invisibility like you would have if you were a hunter, but you don't really need it when you're jumping and skipping 3/4 of the puzzle. Now we wait. For many of us that are used to Titan skating, running increased height is a bit of a drastic change in how we're used to jumping. But if you just play with it for a few minutes, you'll be able to figure out how much different it is and get used to it. And we're only using it for maybe 5 minutes total before we switch back. And we're going to keep our increased agility on and increased height just for this next section to make the bridge so much easier than it would have been on a hunter or on a warlock. This point's also where Twilight Garrison will come in handy just if we're a little bit off course. Swinging with the sword makes you lose just a little bit of altitude, but Twilight Garrison keeps you relatively at the same height, so we'll jump up as high as we can, Garrison, and then start swinging. And as you see, we have plenty of altitude to clear the bridge. So with Gatekeeper dead, let's head back up to our safe spot here on the rocks. And just in case anything goes wrong, we will switch to Codex 1 and Codex 4, just to keep our armor at maximum. And with that, time to kill Thrall, Acolyte, and Wizards, and Ogres. Oh, I can't hit for anything today. I feel like there's Thrall beneath me. He's over there to the left. It's fine for now. There's a knight. Might be enough to the Acolytes and Wizard out. Yep, there they are. My aim's really off today. Ogres are taking their time coming out. This left side ogre is. I don't like that wizard standing right there, blocking my shot. Oh, this is really weird. Normally left ogre likes to push right up, but I don't know what he's doing over there. See if I can goad him out. Yeah, there he is. So we just pick up ammo. There we go. Oops, I also forgot we can switch back to increase control at this point. Same thing as before, take out the Shrieker. Just with their primary. And we'll run back out and just wait for those Seekers to fizzle. Now we just gotta kind of clear the way just a little bit up there. We need to get up to that coffin. Right where that heavy is. Oh, we need some space. That's just a little bit dangerous. Normally you'll have to kill a few more Thrall, try to make some more space so I can stand up on that coffin that's safe right there where I'm shooting. But we're good now. Now we just clear the path again, and we've got plenty of space to jump over these Thrall. At this point, if you really wanted to, you could swap to defender. But we'll be just doing that. We'll stay on striker for just a minute more. Uh-oh. Thought I had grip on that rock back there to get that jump, but not this time. Oh. One of the problems with not reloading. At this point, we'll switch to defender. I actually lied, we'll actually be using blessing just for this portion. We'll switch to weapons later. For now, we just kill knights, kill acolytes, wait for that timer to get down to 30 seconds left. Excuse me, I'm being forgetful again. We'll be wanting to put on Helm of Saint 14. So with everyone but this guy. and the witch up ahead dead, we can kind of push in just a little bit. We want these two knights especially dead. Last thing we want is being cleaved in the back while we're trying to push in. I think we still have plenty of time too if we really wanted to do stuff. Like, kill that knight. Oh, there we go. So we'll push in. Oh, she's in a great spot. We'll drop her bubble. Whoops. He's good to go. That bubble, you know, kept us just from taking damage in case the knight decided to be ambitious and try to pop in and cleave us. But now we'll go to swap to Weapons of Light, Watchwire Shotgun, and to Dragon's Breath. And again, now begins the 5-minute clearing stuff out portion, and I'll put a little annotation where you can just swap ahead. But yeah, I'll see you in a couple minutes, unless you really want to watch me just run in a circle and kill everything. So if you didn't swap ahead, you saw those Thrall despawn right in front of me. Oh, there's one right there. There's one right there. Acolytes are really pushing in. They don't normally push in actual, you know, fortress side of this. They normally just stay in that courtyard. Like this. Perfect, that's plenty of Dragon's Breath ammo. We got some left over for just in case we mess up. But like I was saying earlier, there's kind of a quick kill strat. Very hard to pull off and get them in one cycle, but if we do it for 2 cycles, it makes it extremely easy to recover from if you only get 2 hits in. Whiffing left and right today. So I highly doubt that was everyone, but just might have been. So let's do a quick lap, see if anyone shows up on radar. If not, then I'll start out Crota, I guess. That was really quick. So, for whatever reason, the great thing about Weapons of Light is it applies to ascendant sword damage. So when we're slamming Crota, we're actually dealing, I think like 30% extra damage to him. So if you do 3 hits, that's basically doing 4 hits. Or, excuse me, that's not right. It can't be right, because 4 hits equates to almost a full kill, 6 hits worth of damage. So, I can't think of the math right now, so if you want to figure out how much that is, but... yeah, it's like 33% per hit. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, so if you only get 2 hits in, that's almost like getting 3 hits in. So it's great if you're more inexperienced and you can't get your 3 hits in consistently each round. It's also great because you won't have to deal with ogres in case you mess up. You can just drop bubble in each round, get 2 hits in, and that would be your kill. So Acolyte's dead. Just double check. Should be good to go. Make sure everything's reloaded. Okay. Swordbearer decides to come out first. That's wonderful. Thank you. So we'll go to the same spot. We'll drop sword. Dragon's Breath. And uh-oh. Good. Crota really not wanting to play nice today. Yeah, so you can see why it's... yeah, you can see 2 swings takes off like half his health. So, if you mess up, you can still, and you only get 2 hits in, you're still dealing a ton of damage. You don't have to worry about messing up too badly. Weapons of Light really, you know, is a massive safety net for you. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing right now. There we go. So, that should be fine. And, yep, that's that. That's your solo flawless Titan kill. So, thanks a lot for your support, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed all these videos. I hope they were informative and helped you get your flawless raider. With that all said, you know, thanks again. I really appreciate all your support. I still got some more things I'll probably be doing in the future. So, you know, stay tuned. I've still got some more things, some more ideas in the works. But until then, take care, everyone. See you later.